back home with a few fun purchases, and I thought I would just walk you through my little haul, and let's go ahead and dive in. Morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Bliss White, and today I was going to share my New York City haul. So I recently went to New York to help my son move out of the dorms and into his very first apartment in New York City. So that was the primary purpose of the trip. We got it done. Whew. And then of course I did have to do a little shopping. So I thought what I would do today is kind of walk you through what I got in New York City, some of the standout products, as well as some products that were waiting for me once I got home, and just kind of do a classic haul. So you guys, first things first, it was an awesome trip. It was so good to see my boy. And I do have to admit, I'm a little bit worried. He is living way uptown. His school, he goes to the new school down in the Lower East Side, and he has moved up to Washington Heights, which is way up like 170th. So it just seemed very far away. But that being said, I am learning to let go. This is where he and his roommates wanted to live and where they found a place. So we did it. I would tell you that I'm absolutely exhausted. He's in a 6th floor walk up. You know, we got it all done, but I got bruises. You know, we just got majorly stuff in there, couches, everything. So I'm kind of proud of the progress we made. And yes, as a mother, I am a little bit concerned. I walk in and there's the mouse traps, and then they were talking about the cockroach cookies. But guess what? I don't have to live there, and this is the fun of being young and living in the city. So anyhow, I got to learn a new part of New York that I had not been to. My sister happened to go to Barnard College, and that's kind of when I fell in love with New York. We would go visit her all the time, and I would stay up there in that part of town by Barnard, which is also uptown. But check out Washington Heights. I got to explore Inwood, which you guys is absolutely adorable. I would highly recommend if you ever get a chance to go all the way up to Inwood. We had the best walk and talk when we were walking around that area. We went up to this beautiful park and just overlooking the Hudson, and it was just very fun. So anyhow, just was a really good trip. So good to see him, and we're going back in August. So cannot let too many months go by without seeing him. Okay, so let's dive into what I got. So the very best thing I probably purchased ever was actually these guys. So, oops. If any of you guys realize, I was walking close to like 28,000 steps a day. When you're in New York, you walk. So I had brought along these very cute little Converse. These are these Comme des Garçons Converse that my son really wanted me to get the last time we were in New York. They are super cute. They are great for just walking around Portland. But they are not great walking shoes. After a day of walking, my feet were dead. And so I got these new Boost from Adidas. This is actually my favorite kind of running shoe, period. I've had lots of variations, but this is the newest iteration of the Boost. And you guys, these just felt like little pillows on my feet after a long day of walking. I have to say, this might be my favorite purchase out of everything we bought. This is it. So if you are a runner or you just want some really comfortable shoes, you guys, I highly recommend the Adidas Boost, my favorite running shoes. Okay, I bet you guys are like, let's get to the makeup. So first things first is I was staying originally in the Lower East Side, like just conveniently located to Rescue Spa. This is where I buy my Biologique Recherche products. This is where I spend a lot of my hard-earned money, and I was actually wanting to go in there and kind of get a little update for my skincare because some of the creams and the masks and such that I use are a little bit heavier. So when I went in there, of course, they were just absolutely wonderful. Was talking to an esthetician, and she actually was recommending that I get this This is from Medical Beauty Research, the Modekin Serum. So you guys, I'm kind of scared of this brand, I'll just be honest. They have the most amazing eye cream ever, but I think it's like $600. I'm not buying it, but that's what they use when you get a facial under your eyes. If that is in your budget, you guys, it is freaking amazing. It feels just, I can't even express it. But anyways, back to this product. This is a German brand, lots of research behind it. They sell this in there, and I was looking, you know, basically for a moisturizer to replace during the day. And she was recommending for my skin type, Modekin Serum. I'm going to tell you a little bit about this. It's an anti-aging skin that is perfect for rosacea prone and sensitive skin types. They also have the Modekin cream, which she was sharing with me, and she gave me samples of that as well as a cream from Biologique Recherche and from Valmont to try out. So this guy is super hydrating. This is just super hydrating. It's supposed to replenish your skin's own moisture store, strengthen the skin's own defenses, calms reddened, irritated, and nervous skin types, neutralizes skin irritations, and has a lifting, smoothing effect that gives your skin an even, balanced, and relaxed appearance. It has Abyssinian oil, meadow foam seed oil, the special proprietary Modekin Aqua Cell, hyaluronic acid, and formalin. So you guys, this was just super hydrating on my skin. So she was recommending this serum. I was kind of telling her I'm out of my Biologique Recherche serums. I'm using a different vitamin C, but I was using the colostrum, the VG Tencel, and the collagen marin. And I was just kind of saying it's not my favorite mode of how I really like a serum in a pump. Period of end of sentence. So she recommended this guy, and then I believe I might buy the cream that goes along with this. It was just super hydrating, very thin texture, perfect for kind of the summer warmer months. But so far I'm absolutely loving this. You guys, the texture here, and this was actually, to be honest, almost hydrating on its own. You know, just I'm feeling like it has a lot of hydration. Just super plumping. The one thing I loved about it is I could feel the firming effect as it dried down on my skin. I felt that I could feel that kind of firming. So I was excited about it. So we can talk a little bit later because I'm still on the hunt and I'm gonna ask you guys an opinion, but I'll share a couple other things. I went with the safe bet. This is going to be for if you guys are sensitive like me or have rosacea prone skin. This might become your new best friend, but so far really liking this product and excited to try that out. Okay, the next thing is, you guys, this is where we come into Dr. Barbara Sturm. As you guys know, I am a huge fan of the Rich Cream. And they just opened a standalone store in basically the Soho area. So I did get to go and I did vlog about it. I'll get that up soon enough, you guys. And it was really fun. I actually met her daughter, Dr. Barbara Sturm's daughter. I was wondering, she just looked very striking, really young, beautiful woman with blue eyes, the blonde hair. And they were suggesting that I just switch over to the Dr. Barbara Sturm just face cream, not the rich. Now that we're moving into the summer months, they came out with a toner. And you guys, I am a fan of this brand. It is expensive. Thus, you know, this one has been my favorite. I think it's perfect for people with sensitive skin, and it is so hydrating. But I think for the summer months, it might be a little bit too rich. So I'm a little bit sad because I'm literally down to the end of this. And so I'm on the fence as to which way to go. If you guys have tried this, just the regular one, I would love to know what your thoughts are, if you think it's worth it. Otherwise, I may just go along with this, which was recommended to me. But you guys, this is definitely, it just opened on Thursday. We were so busy on this trip, but I would love to go to Dr. Barbara Sturm and actually get a facial from them. Their line is just very simplified, very mainstream, and I just think that it has some awesome ingredients, and I have liked the things that I have tried from that brand. So that was super fun to go visit. We did do a little bit of fun in Soho, and one of the things I would tell you that was super fun for us is we stopped in Atelier Cologne. I am a little bit obsessed with this perfume brand at the moment. They do not use synthetic kind of fragrances or alcohol in their colognes. Emmett and I had the most fun at the store. The gentleman who was working there just totally sat down, walked us through the entire line of their products. We smelled so many perfumes, so many colognes, and I have to say the customer service was just absolutely amazing. Before I had left, I had got the Pacific Lime Cologne, which you guys is just smells so good. It's coconut lime, it's super fresh, and it just smells like spring and summer. Love that. When I originally went in there, I was kind of intrigued by the vanilla. My daughter is a big vanilla perfume person, and sometimes those can be too sweet. So I ended up getting the vanilla. We got these cute little deal where you get 3 of these sizes with the little leather cases, along with getting them monogrammed in the back, which was so cute. And I got one for Emmett, one for Zoe, and then one for myself. And it was just super fun. And you guys, I have to say, I smelled so many of their colognes that I actually would love to go back, but I have to say it was just this gentleman really walked us through, asked us what we liked, gave us some unique options to pick from. And for my daughter, I picked up the Vanilla Encense. You guys, this is one of the best vanillas I have ever smelled, because sometimes some of the stuff is just a little bit too much like cookie or cake, and I don't really want to smell like that. So I got this guy for her. I got little monogrammed NYC, so she'll know, but this one is one of the best. It's really complex and rich. It's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but it's very grounded. It actually has like a citrus burst to it. So I actually would have to be honest, I think I might like this even more than she does. So, sorry, Zoe. It just smells not too sweet, a little bit even smoky. You guys, I'm kind of in love with it. And I think that because there's also, I want to say there's a citrus burst to it. I'm not quite sure, but it's very bright. Sometimes I think of like vanilla perfumes as more heavy, warm for the winter months. This one I could actually see wearing during year round because it just smells so good. Love that. And then the one that I picked up for myself was actually Oolong Infini. And you guys, this one has just an undertone of this oolong tea. It's really soft and very unique. So this is not one that you can buy at Sephora. This one is going to be something that you would buy from Atelier Cologne or, but it smells so, it was very subtle, really soft. I'm trying to see, it has this just really, I really like it, and it's one of these that you first put on, and then as it dries down, it just literally kind of morphs into your skin. He was wearing it on himself, so it's sort of a unisex fragrance. And then this other woman, ooh, you guys, it smells so good. It is, I would say, a soft, pretty, but definitely more on that unisex in a good way. I often like those kind of clean scents that are just not too heavy. I absolutely love this. So we had such a great time, and I'm just sort of obsessed with this whole entire line as far as perfume. For some reason, whenever I go to New York, I tend to buy perfume. And so then it always has good memories for me. And then my son got this really good smelling. I was actually sad to see it go because I was kind of thinking I might actually like it. He got one that was called Cedrat Envrant. I'm not saying this correctly, but let me give you a little description because it actually smelled super clean and really bright. It says this perfume will make you drunk. It embraces you with its vital, enchanting fragrance. Who could resist this magical blend of aromatic notes? You guys, it says has Mediterranean Sea, mint from China, and cypress from Provence. It's a cool, refreshing cocktail it's a sparkling citrus fragrance that will likely make your head spin. So it smelled so good, and my son really liked it. So it was kind of fun to kind of get everybody a little something. And speaking of perfume, my one request from my daughter was to go to Glossier. So we went to Glossier. You guys, if you have not been there before, it is a really fun showroom. They let you try out every single Glossier product. You can go in and put on a mask and hang out. The marketing of Glossier is spot on and so much fun. So she had really wanted the Glossier You perfume, and she'd never smelled it before, but I know in Glossier she knew she would like it. You guys, this is really a beautiful kind of powdery fragrance. I really like it myself. Smells just really pretty, soft, feminine. I really enjoyed that. So she got her little Glossier along with her little vanilla perfume for her, and a couple other little things. Start with, I stopped in one of my favorite little apothecaries. It is called C.O. Bigelow. It is in the Village. Every time I go in there, you guys, they have some really unique perfumes. They've got by Terry products, Rhoden, and I ended up picking up this Rhoden lipstick. You guys, these ones have always been on my list to give a try. Loved the packaging. I had put this in my little vlog. The color I got is So Mod, which is a kind of pinky beige, almost a retro twiggy color. And you guys, I have to say, I've never tried this lipstick. Feels like luxury. It really is. So this is going to be kind of a pale, almost taupey color here. And I had to say, the formulation of this, ooh, if you have not tried it, I like it because it's just kind of a sheer color here. It gives you a little bit of color, but it is absolutely, feels amazing on your lips. So nice. The cute thing was that my son actually he purchased this, was my Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day gift. So, you guys, really like this shade. It is a little bit lighter than my lips, but with just one little coat, and I think if I wore a lip liner with it, it's just really nice. These are luxury. It feels like luxury on your lips, super hydrating, and I really enjoyed that. So if you guys have never been to C.O. Bigelow, I would highly recommend it. I just think it is so fun. Okay, now many of you, one of you guys told me that Trinny of London had opened up in the John Barrett Salon. I am absolutely a fan of Trinny Woodall. If you guys have not familiar with her, she is a YouTuber. She's a Londoner. She is kind of like this beautiful, amazing beauty guru. And she's a little bit on the fun, crazy side. I just mean this very outspoken. I just love watching her videos. She's hilarious. She's a friend of Carolyn Hiron's. And the two of them together just crack me up. So I did make the trip to the Barrett Salon, and I have to tell you, I had the most amazing experience there. I went, and they are just the only pop-up in America to be selling her Trinny stacks. So you guys, she created like this little thing where you basically have stackable little things to travel with. And I'm going to share with you what I purchased. I'm going to do a whole dedicated video on this so you can see me trying it on, but I thought I would go ahead and share with you. So first of all, I did get her BFF Cream Skin Perfector. I have been wanting to get this for a while. I have been on her site. I've done the little quiz. You can kind of figure out what color you are. But the woman at the Barrett Salon, she literally sat me down, took off my makeup, gave me an entire makeover using all of the products, shared her favorites. I mean, you guys, it was such a good experience. And we were able to I was being a little bit emotional at the time because my son is staying in New York and growing up, and we're separating, and we were able to lament together because she had a teenager. It was just kind of cute. So the whole experience was amazing for me. And then I got the products. So I got this, and this is an SPF 30. So you guys, it comes out clear. And then you rub it in, and it's one of these that acclimates to your skin. So I'm going to show you. It's going to come, I'm in light medium. And this is a really light tinted moisturizer with a bunch of delicious, good for your skin products. It smells really good too. So here is it on, right over here on my forehand here. And so you guys, this is just going to give you a little sheer bit of coverage all over your face. And then you go in with a couple of our other products. So I got just a touch, and this is her foundation. So you would go in with your BFF. I ended up buying the complexion products and a blush. They did do a really beautiful eye look, but as you will see in a minute, I have plenty of eyeshadow at the moment. This is a cream-based foundation. You guys, it has a kind of waxy, wonderful, or I kind of like it, texture to it. I'm in the color Tintron. And then you put this in the areas that you need it. So she just did a little bit of that, and it's kind of like a really lovely cream foundation. I like that formulation, and I really enjoyed this. It kind of reminded me a little bit, you guys, of the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage, but a little bit more, you know, pliable. But you would just definitely, Trinny's whole concept is to be putting things on your face with your fingers and really letting it meld into your skin, and having it become one, and that you should do all this stuff with your fingers. I tend to like brushes, you guys, so I've been using it with a brush. But anyways, this is just, you would put this in the areas that you need it. And then you guys, I'm seriously in love. I think I might have found a concealer that I actually like. When you buy the BFF, when you buy this, you get an extra little container of your stackables so that you could put this in here to travel with. And then I got this is the BFF Eye Serum. You guys, this stuff is amazing. It is a serum, but it does not crease. It feels super moisturizing. I'm in the color Victoria. And let's see, guys, here is, it's a really liquidy. You're gonna have this for a very long time, but this is specifically for underneath your eyes. And again, I will do a whole little try on of this. but again, super pretty formulation. And I think what I would say is you can feel the skincare ingredients in this eye serum. It really felt so refreshing under there. I kind of felt like a little bit of tightness under there. It lightened up underneath. So here is the serum, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful here. And I'm just gonna put a dot under here so you can see a little bit of it, but it has a very cooling effect to the eye. Super moisturizing and not too heavy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you could always go in with that other concealer, but I really liked it. Now, again, I was off on time zone and didn't sleep real well. So having someone do your makeup and fix your face, like, totally felt wonderful. And I honestly, you guys, that salon was kind of like a little she salon. They have people who are waiting for you at the bottom of the building to let you into the salon. This is obviously one of those kind of off of Fifth Avenue. It was actually off of Madison Avenue, high-end salons in the city. But I absolutely love this concealer. Super comfortable. And so again, you guys, I'm going to do a whole little concealer. I'll do a whole look with what I got. And then last but not least, I bought a surprise. This is a lip cheek, and this is in Pia. Now, this is quite bright. This was kind of outside the box, but I laughed because the girl must have known me. She's like, you have a million neutrals. We're gonna get you something that's gonna liven up your skin. So she went with this Pia, which when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, look at, it almost looks like a pure like red. And so let me give you, this is the shade, but these are so lovely, you guys. Let's put a little bit on. So she put a little bit on and I just looked like I had just woken up a little bit. And again, I was so tired that day. So I'm gonna just put a teeny bit on here, you guys, but I absolutely love it. It was just funny. She's like, you do not need another neutral blush. We're gonna get you a little bit of awakeness. And so I am in love with this little pretty blush. And then you can also put this on your lips. Just do a little bit. So this is not gonna be the kind of color that I'm necessarily going to wear that much, but we'll top this off with something else. I'm gonna just be me. Okay. So that was a little bit outside the box, but again, you guys, so cute. Love the concept. I'm not necessarily a huge pot kind of girl, like even with that concealer, I love the formulation, but getting into it's like kind of messy. But I'm so excited because I wanted to try these. She also did a beautiful eye look, Avi, but you will see in a minute. I have plenty of eyeshadow in, but I will share what she did and the colors that she used on me because I was tempted to buy that as well. So basically went with the complexion products because I knew I would use these. Who doesn't need more foundation? Me. Speaking of foundation, I want to give a shout out to this foundation. I took the Clé de Peau Radiant Cream to Powder Foundation with me. You guys, I ended up absolutely loving this foundation. It is fantastic for travel. I'm already making a little dent in this. This has just been really great, but I would tell you this is fantastic for humid conditions. It is the weather in New York was very humid compared to what I'm used to in the Pacific Northwest. And I have to say this was like the perfect foundation for me to take. So I just wanted to say I am really enjoying this. I loved it, and it was just for if you live in a humid climate, the Radiant Cream to Powder is a fantastic formulation. So highly recommend that. Okay, let's move on to a little bit more blush. So, as many of you know, I'm friends with Mandy from Mandy Davis MUA, and we go back and forth with our makeup finds, and I'm having a little Chanel moment. I'm back in love with Chanel. So she had told me that she had to pick up the Chanel Tweed Beige blush. And then I was like, she sent me a picture of her wearing it. It looked so beautiful. I happened to be at one of the Chanel counters and they had one left of the Tweed Beige. This is a limited edition as far as I know, or that's what they told me. So I had to pick it up because, you know, if Mandy loves it, then I'm gonna have to love it too. I'm easily influenced, but look at how pretty this is, you guys. It is a beautiful kind of rusty, not rusty, but it really is a beige, beautiful blush here. So pretty, kind of nice, neutral. It has a little bit of gold overlay on that, a little bit highlighty. And I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna be very made up today, but I wanna go ahead and show you what that looks like. And isn't that pretty? So it's got a little bit of highlight in it. And I feel like it's almost like you could use this as bronzer too. Just a little bit. Isn't that pretty? Can you guys see that? So anyways, had to get this. And then while I was there, they actually had the Rouge Coco gloss in the Rose Naive. I believe someone helped me pronounce that. 804. So Michelle Wong, this is the one that she has been raving about. This beautiful pink gloss. And so of course I was like, I have to get my hands on it. They didn't have it at my local Nordstrom. So while I was there, I found this gloss and I'm going to go ahead and put this on. You guys, I am absolutely loving my Chanel products that I have recently purchased. So that was kind of fun, doing a little bit of Chanel at the counters in New York. They have the standalone products, but so far, that is a really pretty shade. Thank you, Michelle. I'm hoping that it plumps up my lips. Okay, lippy, another lippy that I want to tell you. I went to Detox Market and they have a new Lila B tinted lip oil that they just came out with. And I did pick up one and I got it in the shade Be Elegant. And you guys, this was so deliciously wonderful here. I'm gonna give you a little swatch. So this one is gonna be kind of like this, a little bit of a tawny, more of a neutral brown shade here. And this is Be Elegant. The feeling of these are so nice. I put it on and was walking around, and again, I'm having my moment of, as I said, I was going to become a lipstick, a lip gloss girl. I think I have succeeded, you guys. This Lila B, these little tinted lip oils feel super nourishing on the lip. The applicator was fun. They had 3 different colors. And I believe this was the one that was in stock. They had just come in. Really like that. I had so much fun at the Detox Market. I also went over to Shen Beauty in Brooklyn, which is a really cute boutique. You guys, if you ever make it over there, highly recommend that store. They did have the Vintner's Daughter Essence, but they did it was out on a photo shoot, so I couldn't even try it because I am intrigued, but I do want to feel the consistency because they say it really pairs well with the Vintner's Daughter Active Botanical Serum, which I have bought previously. So did not pick that up. It was in stock. I'm kind of like, but I did really want to feel it before I purchased it. So then I did pick up at Space NK. I found the by Terry Brightening CC powder, and let's go ahead and put this on. I literally haven't even opened it up, but this was on my list. I've been kind of wanting to try one of these beautiful powders. I have one of the Cece serums. I have it in Sunny Flash, but I've always wanted it in Apricot. And this is basically what those serums, but in powder form. Number one, packaging, so pretty. And let's go ahead, I do not have any powder on. So I bought it in the Apricot Glow. And you guys, I was having a hard time. I was like, the Rose Elixir looks really good. And then the Sunny Flash to use like as a bronzer. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of this on. I'm actually going to use my powder. This is the bronzer brush from Bobbi Brown, but I'm gonna go ahead and use this guy. This is a first impression, and I am going to, so it does have the classic by Terry Rose scent to it. And let's see if you guys can see. See if that's it. It was so humid there, you guys. I was becoming a little bit of a powder girl. And wow. You guys, guys, I don't know if you can tell, but I really like that little glowy look. It's not overly done, but that is really pretty. Okay, last New York item. Actually, okay, what I'm wearing right now, you guys, this is actually a Uniqlo linen shirt that I absolutely love. I got it for $19, Uniqlo. We were going, one funny thing was that my son had he had one towel, maybe 2 pairs of underwear, like no socks. Like I was just laughing. He has tons of shoes, really nice shoes, but basically not any of the essentials. So mom had to kind of step in and we needed to go and get some basics. So while I was there, I got this really nice little linen shirt just for $19. But you guys, it reminds me of J. Crew quality. I have a J. Crew kind of linen shirt like this that I'm sure I paid double or more than that, but it's just kind of a cute little linen shirt. Okay, couple last minute New York things, and then I've got 2 items that were waiting for me when I got home. Now, if you guys do not know about Lavon Bakery, and you're gonna laugh because this is your holistic health coach over here. When I was there, yes, I'm not perfect. And one of my favorite indulgences is the Lavon Bakery Walnut Chocolate Chip Cookie. You guys, this is the most amazing cookie you'll ever have in your entire life. Actually, I brought 2 home, but they're huge cookies. My daughter's eaten half of hers. She loves it as much as I do. You do have to wait in line. This is a very, you know, kind of an it thing in New York. They've opened up a couple other cookie shops, but on the Upper West Side they have one. They have one in Harlem. It is just one of my favorite little indulgences there. So go to Lavon, get the walnut chocolate chip cookie. It's worth every single calorie. You will walk it off by the time when you're in New York, but it is so good. And then I did stop and I got my family a dozen bagels to bring home. So let's just say I was bringing home all of that fun stuff in my suitcase. Okay, 2 things that were waiting for me when I got home was the Beiges Eau de Tint Water Fresh Tint. I'm going to go ahead, do a video on this and see what you guys think. This is a very unique product. I did wear the samples while I was in New York and it felt absolutely amazing on my skin because it's so hydrating. It blurs, but this does not have barely any coverage. So I feel like this is sort of like this, do I really need this as a primer / topper? Like that's a little high maintenance. But I do want to show you this to you because I really do like the way it feels on my skin. The way that it made my skin look, I really enjoyed. So this will do another one. And then Penny from Penn Smith Skincare had told me that I needed to get Pretty Baby. This was during the Sephora sale. And you guys, this might be my new favorite quad ever. This is so pretty. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I'll just do a little bit here, but this is a very pretty quad. I will do a whole eye look with this, but I got this at the Sephora sale. It was finally showed up, and I do have to say I'm kind of in love with it. Many of you had told me, get pretty baby if you have hazel eyes. So this was waiting for me, you guys. That was my New York City haul. We obviously did a lot of shopping for his apartment. We got IKEA deliveries, we did bedding, so plenty of money was spent in New York City. I'm gonna take a chill pill now. But if you guys, last thing, if you have tried the MBR Modekin cream, or if you are currently a fan of the Dr. Barbara Sturm face cream. And then the other one that I have to mention real quick is Eve Lom has come out with a new moisture cream that when I was at Space NK, they were demonstrating as well. I believe it was, yeah, Space NK. They have a new retinol essence that also, they gave me some samples of that. So if you've tried any of those, I'm kind of looking for something a little lighter moisturizer, not as if I don't have some in my house right now, but if you have, I just am so sad that I'm to the end of this. So that is where I'm at as far as skincare, all the haul, and I'm so glad to be back home. I am actually going to be traveling to Des Moines, Iowa in just 2 days. So I will be back on my game with videos coming the following week, but I have one more traveling, going home to see my family, to see my nephew graduate. So kind of a busy little time for me. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was fun, and I will be back soon with a try-on video of that Trinny London as well as some of these other goodies. So good to see you guys. I will talk to you guys soon.